G'day guys, James here. Today in this video we're going to be taking a look at Ego's new batteries. Now you all know I'm a big fan of Ego, I've been using their products for quite a while. Now a good thing with this battery, the new battery, they've brought it out with a little fuel indicator there so you can see how much battery is depleted or how charged it is. So let's take a bit of a closer look at this and we'll talk more about the battery and the Ego range of products. Now out of all the outdoor power tool equipment tools that I own, Ego has to have by far the best battery system. That just clipping in makes life so much easier, and getting it out, it's just a little clip at the bottom there to pull that up, and it almost like it has a little ejection on it. Now what you can see in this battery, this is the one that now has that fuel light indicator on it, and I'll tell you that's almost depleted. Now a cool little feature with this, you'll see now that that battery light indicator is not on, but when you press it, you see there how it lights up and it's telling me it's got 1 bar. Now, that's after the machine stopped. But what I do like is when you're actually pulling the trigger, that battery light indicator is on all the time, and you don't see that on many power tools. You actually have to press it to basically see where it's at on the battery. But you watch now when I pull this trigger, you see how those lights came up. Now when you're using the tools, they stay on all the time. So as you're going along, I actually saw that drop from the 2 down to the 1. Went back up to the 2 then, probably because it's been resting. But as I'm using that, and the trigger's being pulled constantly, basically you'll see that deplete and drop down in the machine that you're using. So don't know if that happens with all the tools, but it's happened for the blower. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. Alright, so now to test my theory on the light staying on while using the product, I'm going to do it in the lawnmower. In this one we've got the new 7.5 amp hour. I'll pop it back into the machine there, wait till the lights go off, then I'll stop. So I'll lift this up and zoom in, and I'll start the motor and see if that lights up as it's driving or as the motor's on. And let's start the motor. So you can see there that that lit up. Only got 1 bar missing at the moment. That'll probably stop shortly. But yeah, as the machine's working, yeah, there you go, it's gone out. The fuel gauge is usually on. So that's a good indication. As you're using the tool, you actually see how it's operating. All right, so here's an example. Once they go fully flat, you'll see that flashing red. So the old battery still had the, when they got down to a low charge, they would go red, but they'd go red and pretty much stop. So having that fuel gauge just gives you that indication to know how much you got left in the battery. If you're out in the yard somewhere and it's getting quite low, you know you can start working your way back and you're not stranded somewhere with a machine that's gone completely flat. All right, so you can see I've got those on the charger now. I've got the 7.5 on the rapid charger. Now, as it's charging, you actually see the battery light going up, or the fuel gauge. You can also see that on the charger with the rapid charge. But if you've got one of their standard chargers, then you don't have any sort of indication of how the battery's charging. That's when the new fuel gauge actually comes in handy. So when you pop that on and get that charging, you can see there, that fuel gauge, again, as it's charging, will give you an indication of how far it's up to, so you know when it's getting close to being fully charged. So there you go guys, quick look at the new Ego batteries. Great range of products the Ego have. They've also got the commercial backpack, if you're into like long use, long draw tools. Now the batteries themselves, they've got the technology where they've got good ventilation, so they're not going to overheat. They've got this overmold, which gives you good rugged protection. All the software and everything inside is also sealed, so it's a really good battery. 56 volt, can't rave enough about the Ego products, really good. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed that quick look at their new fuel gauge system. You're going to see these being used a lot around our project here over the coming months and years, because the Ego stuff is really my go-to for the outdoor power equipment. Alright guys, if you need any more information, I'm going to put a link to Ego's batteries and the website below. And if you're new, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, follow us on social and everything else, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers guys.